video, I'm going to be reviewing a software called Proofly.io, but I'm doing it with a twist because too often you see review videos where the person's going through the software showing you how amazing, how easy it is, but they've already used it over and over and over. Me, I'm going from your perspective, from logging in to, integrating it for the first time, because I want to show you if this software is actually going to be easy and straightforward to use. Because let's face it, time is money, and we want to make money. So let's get started. Stay tuned. Welcome back to my review video. So in today's video, we're going to be reviewing Proofly.io, which is a push notification software for your website. Now, if you don't know what push notifications are, the best way to think of them is pick up your phone, and every single time you've got a notification from a game or from a blog or from, a message or anything on those lines, anything that pops up in front of you, that's a push notification. Now, push notifications are becoming the next big thing, nearly as good as email marketing. If actually, it might even be par with it. It's just one of those things where people are likely going to click on it because it's not been super abused yet. So, push notifications is a really, really good thing to have on your website. And if you get in now using this sort of software, then the chances are you're going to boost your conversions just because of how engaging they actually are. Now, if you stay to the end of this video, I'm going to provide you with a discount as well as a few other bonus content that I've created that I usually only give away when I do these review videos. So make sure you stay tuned. You keep watching until the end of this video. So boost up your conversions and increase sales. Make your website more human, create trust, add urgency, social proof. Now, the person who developed this was actually a developer from Fast Pages, and I've spoken to this guy. If you don't know what Fast Pages is, I'll leave a link in the description because I've done a full-blown review on that, and let me tell you something, that is an insane piece of software. And if he's one of the developers who now owns this as well, and it all ties in, by the way, as well, then we're in for a real treat today. It's one of the reasons I've started reviewing this, because I know how good Fast Pages was. So this is going to be really exciting as well. So multiple notifications, simple interface, increased conversions, so that's a big advantage. We can send different sorts of notifications to people. Simple interface, well, I'll be the judge of that, and you will be as well. And increase conversions. So, if we can start shoving certain things in front of people's faces when they visit our site, like get a discount or limit time only, or check this out sort of thing, well, that's going to help us get those click-through rates, which in turn is going to help get us those sales. So let's have a look at what some of the testimonials of the site say. Wow, this toolkit gives me access to 14 notifications. All of them are viable. The support is great and helped me to set up my first webhook. Great. Just within a few clicks, my first notification was published. The next morning, I saw an increase of 25% of my conversions. And of course, when you are putting these sort of things in front of people, you will get increased conversions because people are tempted to click these things. First, I thought it wouldn't help my car repair business. After I've added a coupon notification for giving a discount on tires, phone started ringing after 10 minutes. And that's a really great example of a testimonial for, you don't need to have an e-com business. You can be an accountant. You can be, a graphic designer. You can be anything. And this sort of system will work because, once again, it's just like putting a little business card or a little pop-up or a little advert about something in front of someone. So as long as you've got a captivating headline or something like that, then you're really going to push those conversions naturally. So let's go ahead and go to the dashboard, and instantly, that was instant. Let's just go back. Instant. So already that's a really nice feel to it. If you've ever watched one of my other review videos, you'll know that I'm a big fan of things that work fast, okay? Because like I said earlier on, time is money, and the worst thing ever when you're learning something new is learning a software. okay, especially if it's going slow. You don't want slow softwares, you want fast, and that was instant right there. So let's have a look at the dashboard. This is what you will be logging into. I've not really, even though I've logged into this, I've not actually explored it, I've not read anything, I've not pressed any buttons, etc. So okay, let's have a look. So we've got the dashboard button, which obviously takes us here, instantly fast, by the way. We've got the dashboard, so we've got impressions, great. So that will show how many times someone's seen it. Hovers, oh, that's a really cool feature. Often that's actually quite a rare one. You don't often find when people hover over it. So that's a nice little feature. So if let's just say look at this here, this little pop-up. When I hover over it, not even click it, that's going to be tracked here when we pull it in. Leads, fantastic, and clicks, of course, we want to know all of that as well. So that's nice, it's clear, it's right in front of you. Statistics, we need data, so we don't have anything there at this moment in time, but I'm sure that's going to populate, and looking at it, it's going to be just a snapshot overview. Let's create your first campaign, connect the domain, and if we need help getting started, do that. To-dos, okay, so I do like softwares that tell us, you know, step by step what to do. It just makes the whole learning curve simpler and easier. So create a campaign. So number one is set up your first website to use with Proofly, including the pixel code. Okay, cool. Build a notification, make your first fancy notification to appear on your site page, get 100 impressions, reach your first 100 notification impressions, currently at 0, and then subscribe to a plan, increase your limits, and subscribe to a paid membership on Proofly. So that actually means that you get this software for free until you get up to 100 impressions, and then you'll need to upgrade. And if we just let's just go back to the front page, and what's the pricing? So the basic is 1 domain, 5 notifications, 10,000 impressions, and branding. The next one is Pro, so you get 5, and then that's a pretty big difference there. So that's nice. So actually, for what it is, it's really cheap so far. But let's see how it's going to be put together. Okay, so let's click on dashboard, and let's go ahead, because there's really only one thing to do right now, which is connect our domain, and we've got 2 buttons here, so it's right in front of us. So let's go ahead and do my site. So Marty Englander, I assume, and then the domain name. Okay, and then martyenglander.com. Okay, so that's in that, but I see that this has got an X on it. So I wonder if the X is because of this HTTP. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. I only know that because I've had experience with this little sort of thing before. So if you do get that error, it's probably because you've got the HTTPS or a slash at the end. I can see the domain name. There needs to be a space in between that. But, you know, that's just me being pedantic. Let's go ahead and click submit. Okay, cool. Now what do we do? So that's now changed color. Okay, or has it? So build a notification. So what do I do now? Do I click on this? So we've got account, we've got billing, domains, affiliate. Not quite sure what to do now. Do I hover over this, click on that? Here we go. Okay, right. So we now, let's go back to dashboard. God, it's absolutely lightning fast. Click on this. So the reason I got a bit confused there is because when you hover over it, the actual icon doesn't change to like a finger or something like that, or a pointer like this. So that's probably why, but you know, I'm still here. Okay, so I'm on notifications. So I think the first thing is create a notification, and then the next thing is place the pixel in your website. Cool. So there aren't notifications yet, so let's go ahead and create a notification. Okay. So I'm just going to make my camera a little bit smaller. I'm going to move it to this side because I can see. Okay, cool. So this is just an example just to the left of what sort of things we can accomplish and even put on our site. So let's have a look. So we want to create a name, but then we've also got information, coupon code, live visitor counter, email collector, latest conversions, that's a nice one, conversions counter, video, social share, random viewer, emoji feedback, cookie notification, score feedback, request collector, and Countdown collector. Okay, so these are just names right now. Oh, so you can't actually, these aren't pre-made. Oh, right. Okay, here we go. Right, so in the bottom left-hand corner, if you click on it, you can see the example of each one, which is quite nice. What's that informational one? Okay, coupon code, live visitor counter. That's a really nice little touch because it gives kind of like a trust feel to your website, you know, because if there's lots of people viewing at it, then usually that means there's some sort of desirable content on it, and you know, it's not like your little guy with not even one website on your site. So that's quite a nice one. Email collector, latest conversion, again, that's a nice one. Conversion counter, yeah. Video, that's a nice one. I'll probably use the video for my site. Social share, random viewer, emoji feedback, cookie notification, score feedback, request collector. Okay, that's cool. Countdown collector. Okay, so I'm going to go with the video one because that applies most to my sort of blog. So let's go ahead and do video. Okay, great. Okay, so now we're on to the next level. So what is it God, this is really nice because it really is guiding you step by step by step. So title, message, demo of the product. So let's just quickly go over to Marty Englander. And actually, hold on, let's go to my YouTube channel and let's grab one of my new videos. So I've just recently launched a new video about how to find customers on Twitter. So we'll keep that in actually. How to find customers on Twitter. Okay, let's just get rid of that. Cool. Okay, now let's put in the YouTube link and take away that. Okay. And that, I guess. All right. Okay. I hope that bar's not going to show, but if it does, that's still okay. Button URL. I'm going to put my camera back on this side. Sign up. Well, it's not going to be. Oh, sorry, that's the embed code. My bad. Put that in here like so. Go grab the. Let's click on this. Share. Embed. Copy. Go back here, and then put the embed like so. No, is that not it? Is this the embed? This must be the embed. Bang. Okay, there we go. Now it's looking like normal. Okay, right. So, oh, it even gives an example there. I'm just silly for not looking at it. Okay, so button text. So we're not asking someone to sign up. We're asking click here to watch. Click here to watch this epic video. Okay, cool. Right, so shall I submit it? Yeah, let's go ahead and submit. Okay, cool. So that's now been submitted. Let's go on triggers. Now, notifications will update. Oh, it's just going to get rid of that. So here, let's just examine exact match, delay. Okay, so we can specify where we want this notification to show. And this is a really clean interface. I feel like if there's one thing Proofly are doing really well right now is getting the interface spot on. It's really clean, it's nice. Maybe just make these fields a bit bigger, but that's just me being, again, a little bit pedantic. So trigger on all pages. Where should the notification show? Exact match, contains, starts with, ends with, page contains. So I'm going to just have it display on the home page. Okay, so it's telling us to put in the full URL, example with the HTTPS. So HTTPS, and then we want martyenglander.com. Now, because I've set it to exact match, it should only show on the front page. If I did contains, then this would ultimately show on the whole website, because my whole website contains this string here. And then if it starts with, ends with, page contains, it's all fairly, but we're going to go with exact match. Display trigger. Okay, so do we want to display it when they scroll to a point of the page, or when they exit the page, or when they or just a normal delay? Do you know what? Let's just go with a normal delay. Okay, so before we, well, no, let's go 50%. Okay, percentage 50. Now, I don't know if I needed to put a percent in. I'm going to leave it like that because often you don't really need to. It doesn't tell me to, so I'll just keep it at 50. And then display notification once per session. So a visitor session is cleared once the browser is closed. So that's quite a good one. So if you have someone coming to your site, it will show. And then if they leave and then come back at a different day, then it will show again. Now, do we want to clear that so it doesn't show? And all we need to do is boom, like that. And now it will keep on showing. Oh wait, a visitor session is cleared once the browser is closed. Yeah, so if we untick it, then it's not going to show every time they come. If we do tick it, it's going to show. So I'm going to leave it at tick and then do submit again. Okay, so we've done the basic, we've done the trigger. Now we want to do display. Display duration. How many seconds to display the notification? Set -1 to display forever. Well, I want it to display for as long as they're on my site for, unless they close it, which you can see a display close button right there. So display position, bottom left, bottom center. Where do we want it? Well, we're going to go with bottom right. Okay. And then we're just going to do submit again, and boom, that's been done. And now customize. So how much customization can we do? So we can change the color, and let's go ahead and just change it just for the sake of, because we can. Background color, great. Don't really like it like that. We'll go with red, and we'll change the color again to white. Okay. And then the background color, do you know what? Let's change that to, there we go, the most hideous sort of design, but I'm just showing you how easy this is to actually use, which at the moment is pretty easy. Okay, so let's do submit. Right, so this is what it's going to look like, and now we just actually need to make this happen. So let's go ahead and exit here. And we now need to paste this pixel into the code. So this can usually be done with your host master or through Google Tag Manager. Allow Proofly to display notifications on your website, landing page, or installing the pixel code below. So actually all we really need to do is go into, well, actually, let me go log into the back end of my website, and then I'll go into the area. So I'll be right back in just 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. I've logged in to my WordPress website, and now I'm going to go ahead and go to where I need to go to actually paste this pixel code. Now, if you've never pasted this sort of thing before, or you're a little bit iffy about going to your theme editor and pasting the code in and what's not, well, there's a plugin, and there's a plugin that I use on a lot of my other sites. And this plugin is Header Footer Code Manager. It's a free plugin, and this is, well, you're going to see what it's going to do. So let me move my camera, go to Add New. Okay, and here, so the snippet name is going to be Proofly Pixel. Okay, and then site display, it's going to be site wide. Location, header, device, yeah, okay, and now we just paste that in like so, and hopefully this isn't going to break anything. So let's go ahead and do save. This will probably not show on your site, it's just I've got security plugins, so it tends to do this sort of stuff, but let's go ahead and just refresh it, and you can see it's okay. I just had to whitelist it, that's all. Okay, cool. So now I think So I'm just going to open it up in Firefox like this and refresh the page. And let's see if anything happens. So we're scrolling down. And it was meant to appear at 50%. So before we start saying, oh, this is the software, let's go back into my settings on Proofly and see if I've done anything wrong. So let's go ahead to Proofly, the dashboard again, and domains, click on that, and actually I think this is off. So let's go ahead and turn that on. Okay, so now that it's on, let's just let's just go back. Ooh, click on that. So now it's on. Hopefully, as long as I've installed it right, it's going to work. So let's scroll here. Let's refresh my website again. Okay, and I'm just gonna scroll. Nope, that's not the one we wanted. So perhaps I've installed it wrong, so give me 1 second. I do apologize, I actually used the wrong plugin. So actually the plugin I previously downloaded to install the header and footer was actually wrong. It's code snippets. It's just I usually just put it straight into the theme files rather than using plugins, but this is the one that I used to use before I knew how to do that. And now where it says example JavaScript snippet, I'm going to edit this one. And it says write your JavaScript here. So I'm just going to paste this in like so. And I can probably just get rid of this and this because it's not really needed. And then I'm just going to save changes and activate. Okay, and actually I'm just going to rename this Proofly, save changes. All right, so let's go ahead and open my site in Firefox and refresh. And now let's scroll down. 50%, nope, that's not the one we want. Still nothing. Let's go ahead and clear some cache just to be safe. Okay, let's go here and refresh the page. Let's scroll down. And there we are. So you can actually see sometimes if it doesn't show first time, it could be due to your cache, which at this point in time it was. So there's it in a nutshell. I mean, that's basically done. And I think you can add multiple of these for all different pages. So that's pretty cool. So let's just, how to find customers on Twitter. So I want to click on this and let's see. So it takes us to the page. Let's go back. Refresh. And because I kept it at don't show more than once, so that's a good example that it's not showing more than once. Okay, so let's close that. Let's close my website. And yeah, so actually that wasn't very long at all. So we explored that area. Let's go ahead and start looking at some. Okay, so now you can see we've had one impression, one hover, and it's not tracked the click yet. So that's an interesting one. I wonder what that's about. Maybe I had to click the video rather than the button. Not sure, but okay. Let's go ahead and have a look at these. So we've got account, which, you know, that's my stuff. Billing, domains, yeah. And then you've got your affiliate program, which I believe is 25% of sales. So you've got that as well. Okay. And once again, I believe you get free access to this if you are a Fast Pages member, which I'll link you in the description below. So overall, yeah, I think this is a pretty decent software. It's lightning fast, which is no surprise because Fast Pages is also lightning fast. The actual integration was really, really simple. I mean, I do feel like if you have no idea on the pixel code or how to put that into the site, then you may struggle, but I'm fairly confident because I'm going to send a message to the owner of Proofly because we've spoken, because I always talk to these people if I can. You know, just saying that you may need to put in a little bit of instructions on how to do this, But, you know, I've just shown you how to do it. You literally log in, install the code snippet tool, and then you paste it in like so. So that's not too difficult at all. But the rest of it is really simple, and that's really what you want from a software, how simple it is and how fast you can get up and running. Now, being realistic, I would, if I was going to log into this first time and not explain everything I'm doing or going through it all, this would have probably taken me less than 5 minutes to actually get up and running. So that is an exciting an exciting way of using a software. It's time consuming, and yeah, I'll definitely give this an 8 out of 10. And the only reason I'm not giving it 10 out of 10 is purely because I think this area just needs a little bit more documentation. But apart from that, great job, Proofly. And now onto the final bit, which is number 1. If you use my link in the description, you will get a discount. Also, I'm going to give you some bonus content. So if you have ever wanted to learn how to create an e-commerce site or a drop shipping website, I show you how to do that. And usually this course is £99.99, but I'm going to give it you for free when you purchase this software. I'm also going to give you my full-blown email signature course that requires you not to know any sort of code at all, where it's literally you design it in Photoshop and then you make it live. And I'm also going to show you how you can set up a fairly passive business, which can generate probably around £500 plus a month if you actually apply the methods in the course. And that's valued at £199.99. These two courses that I'm actually going to be giving away to you for free when you purchase Proofly has over 5,000 combined students. Okay, so it's a fairly established course. I've got tons of people, thanking me and, all sorts of things, and I'm going to give it you for free when you purchase this. So if you have any questions, let me know. I think I'm going to play around with this software even more, and maybe if I have enough people asking me, I'm going to show you some different things that you can probably do with it and some interesting ideas. But make sure you leave a comment below if you've got any questions. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more review videos like this, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notify button, because it's going to notify you when I release a video. And if you have been looking at a particular sort of software that you want reviewing, or you've been, should I purchase, should I not, let me know, because I will, chances are, probably go purchase it myself and review it, depending on if it is this sort of thing. So thanks for watching, and I will see you later.